Hello everyone, hello, hope you're doing okay. Chocolo Roberto here, but not for a video review. It's episode 100, yes, 100 of Stash Watch. I can't believe it made it to episode 100. I mean, that's goodness me, just goes to show. I mean, I'll not be doing them every week, but you know, at least one. Well, if I did them once a week, that would be 2 years worth, wouldn't it? Pretty much. And I've not done them every week, so it's been going for some time now. Hard to believe, but there we go. Yes, hope you're doing okay. Yes, so I'm not not done anything ridiculous to celebrate the occasion, I guess, because largely I forgot it was going to be episode 100 today, and when I came to do it, I thought, well, you know what? But I do have something quite special actually to show you. Something in the stash that's going to be reviewed in there, probably in a live in a couple of weeks actually for the Easter weekend. So that is something special actually. Just so happens that I do have that, so I think that will make it a bit of a nice treat as well. But it's only alluding to it. You'll have to yeah, just what it actually is. Well, you have to come back at the live. I think I'll do it as a mystery. Well, not a mystery review in the usual sense that I used to do. But I won't reveal what it is until I unveil it on the review itself. So there we go. So it should be an interesting one. Yeah, so anyway, those you might be asking, and I've said this last time I did the Stash Watch, how on earth have I got more things in the stash when I've already got about 500 things to review? Well, you know, old habits die hard, as they say. So when I see something, I've just got to get it. So there we go. So I keep buying more and more things, basically. But anyway, I'll reveal the special thing from the stash, yeah, in a bit later on. You probably can guess what it might be, considering I'm going to review it for the Easter weekend. But of course, just what it is, well, you know, you'll have to just see. You'll have to see. So I've got a few interesting things now. I thought I'd review these, and I got them off the chance that, on the odd chance that I haven't, because I don't think they said new. But anyway, I just had a look back in the archives, and I do have similar things reviewed, but they seem to have tweaked them slightly. So it's Pringles. These are probably for member reviews, these ones. But it's Pringles flaming cheese flavour. Now I think they did a flaming cheese and chive flavour, or nacho cheese flavour, or something similar to this. Probably almost exactly the same, if not the same, but unless it was labelled differently. So this is their 3-star free chili, yes, heat offering. So I know Scotty, who's a regular on the channel, will be pretty impressed with these ones, I'm sure. So we'll see. So quite a nice one to try, I think, that one. Hello Andrew, how are you doing? How are you doing today, Andrew? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, how's things going? And what's the chocolate situation like where you are? Hopefully good. Yeah, so we're very excited for those ones, I must say. But I feel like I've reviewed similar things before. Now I do have the old 2 chili. It's basically 1, 2, and 3. This is the 2 chili. Maybe I should have started with the lower one first, but there you go. Live TV for you. Smoking barbecue ribs. Now again, I've not done this one before. The thing is, these do sort of blend into one, don't they? These sort of flavours. They're always quite similar flavours, aren't they? You know, but there we go. It's one of those, isn't it? Yes. Went to bought a Lindor salted caramel egg. Check it was half. Not tried it yet though. Half full. Yeah, I mean, I imagine I was. Well, I'm hoping I was just unlucky, Andrew. But yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be the case, should it? Because the thing they do is weigh these chocolate products, don't they, when they leave the factory, or they should be doing, to ensure that they don't have any foreign objects in them. You know, such as anything that's got contaminated in there. So, you know, I mean, I realise there might be some tolerance for things going out, but when it's half full, you know, you can't help but think it's going to be quite noticeable on the scales. I didn't weigh it, unfortunately. Maybe I should have done, but you know what I mean. So, very, I don't know, very dubious that one. Bit poor quality control there. And I imagine they're not all going to be half full, but you never know. Maybe they are. Let me know. Yeah, do let me know, Andrew. That'd be interesting. I did review them. I've reviewed them before. Some Lindor eggs. And I don't remember it being the case that time, but nonetheless, I can't recall whether I chopped it in half that time, so I'm not sure. But there we go. The member review for 1 week coming up. Smoky barbecue rib flavours. Yes, I've got some ice creams to review as well. I've got some cream egg ice creams as well, so I'll probably be doing them for the members as well, probably leading up to Easter. Just being a bit careful at the moment, just because I'm on my diet. So there we go. So I've lost 26-7 pounds now. So there we go, since the start of the year, since the end of December last year. So not too bad that, just 3.5 months pretty much, so quite good. Yeah, not bad. So not bad at all. So yeah, we'll see. So hopefully I can get to £168, then maybe 154. We'll see. I used to be 154. If you look at my reviews from 2 years ago, February 2022, I think it was, you'll see just how thin I looked. That was when I was £154. I think it was then anyway. So yeah, I don't know whether I want to go down that thin again. Not sure. Having trouble now with some of my trousers just not fitting me. They're just on, you know, if I have my keys in my pocket, they're almost falling down. Yes, I've got some other trousers, but I think they're, you know, the other ones I did buy, and then I got too big for them. So I might try and see if they fit now. But I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we'll see. Got a nice cup of tea here, by the way. Not bad, not bad. Yes, not bad at all. Saw some interesting Easter eggs. There's a round cheese random one, fruit jelly pieces of marshmallows and a shit. Yes, I do have that one. I'm going to review that today, actually, Andrew. I'm going to review. I've got it down here. It's in my I'm a bit surrounded here. Can I get out? But yeah, I got it about a month or two ago. I've had it in the stash for some time. I'm going to review it. Yes, here we go. Here it is. Yes. So it was. This is the first one I bought this year. Basically for those reasons, very interesting egg. You know, yeah. So I've got it to hand. I've got the Kit Kat Chunky Half and Half one as well to review also. But yeah, I'm going to review this today. I was going to keep this just to myself. Some dust on it, I think, I've been around a bit, but yeah, definitely. I mean, it's got fruit pieces and marshmallow pea. I mean, look at that. That's exactly what I'm after. Something quirky and interesting. So this might be my favourite one of the year. We'll see. But anyway, yeah. So there we go. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So that's yeah. I'm going to review that today. That should be out this week, because obviously it is an Easter one. I was going to keep that to myself, really. Sometimes I just think, you know what, I'll just get some chocolate just to enjoy it, because the problem with having a chocolate review channel is you know, everything's for review. I was watching some YouTuber mentioning this about some problems with burnout and stuff like that. And they're just saying if you whatever they were doing, let's say it was films or computer games or I don't know, whatever it was, they were basically saying that, they can't enjoy what their channel's about, because they feel they have to be obliged to publish something about it, rather than just enjoy it. And it's so sometimes it's a bit like that with the chocolate, I guess. You kind of like that, for instance, that egg. Sometimes in the past Easters, I've just bought an egg for myself. I'm not going to review. I'm just going to have it for myself. But because I'm on my diet at the moment, anyway, I'm kind of I've got loads of stuff, as you can imagine. So yeah, and I've got the special. Well, you'll probably see what it is sort of allude to what it is in a bit for review on Easter weekend itself. So I'm still going to have stuff to review to taste anyway. So it should be fine. There we go, quite nice. When you get a cup of tea just right, this is one of those. It's just right, very nice. Yeah, so one you might be interested in, Andrew, actually. I did see these this week. Yes, Asda Blonde Chocolates, new Asda Blonde Chocolate. Now, it is caramel flavoured, unfortunately, so it's not actual... Well, I think Caramel's are trademarked anyway, but it's not, so it's basically probably quite similar to Milky Bar's offering. But nonetheless, it looks pretty nice. I'm glad they've done it. It looks pretty good, doesn't it, really? Everyone's doing blonde chocolate now, so that's why the Caramac has disappeared and all this and the other. But there we go. But you can see caramel flavoured white chocolate. Did I say milk chocolate a second ago? I meant white chocolate if I said milk chocolate. So there we go. Yes, there we are. So interesting one, but it's not obviously caramelised white chocolate. It's just flavoured. So we'll see. I'm not too sure what to make of that one. Nonetheless, that's in the stash. Hopefully get that reviewed soon. But so I did see those. I must say I am quite impressed with Asda the past couple of years, maybe 4 years. I remember they just all of a sudden changed their sort of layout in the sweet section. They got loads more, and they made it really a lot bigger. They got more stock in, as I say, and made it really nice and interesting actually. And it's probably one of the better supermarkets for sweets and things generally. It just seems to have loads in. And their own brand stuff is improved now. I remember Andrew was saying, weren't you, a few years back or a year or two back, about the chocolate fingers. They do their own chocolate fingers now, which are pretty good. They do their own other products. I think the quality of their regular bars have increased. Got quite a few of things. Here's another one they've got as well, which I thought looked quite interesting. Now this looks well up my street, alluding to this is what I mentioned before about that Easter egg. With crunchy chocolate candies, cherry jellies and popping candies. Look at that. Crunchy chocolate candies, cherry jellies and popping. So it's got 3 different things in this. This looks absolutely amazing. Almost too fun to share. The implication is you meant to share it, but there we go. So yeah, this looks really up my street, this one. This could be, if done right, could be a very good bar indeed, this one. So quite excited for this one, I must say. There we go, blah, 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 blah. So it's got loads of stuff in it. Doesn't really... Sugar-coated candies, 7%. Well, I can't find the other stuff, so there's other things in there. I don't know where they are, though. Cherry jellies, 6%. Apologies for my fingers today. I've been in the garden today, doing shenanigans. Milk chocolate. Oh, there you go. Popping candies and milk chocolate, 6%. So 6%, 7%, and some other percent I've lost. 6%, so 6, 6, 7. So that's the what? So 19% of the bar is basically all this shenanigans, and I think that's a reasonable amount actually. Sometimes you get these in these bars where it just says, 3%, 7%, and that's the total inclusions of everything else in some of these. You typically like lint products and stuff like that whenever they do it. Well, it might not be them, it might be just saying some random example, but nonetheless, sometimes you can be disappointed with the amount in there. But this one, 1/5 of the bar, not bad, not bad. Hello, Alan. I'm not doing too bad, thank you. How are you doing today? Yes, not doing too bad, Alan. Yeah, not doing too bad. Getting ready for Easter. I've got a surprise coming up. I just mentioned before, in the stash. This is episode 100, so to sort of celebrate it, sort of more by serendipity than anything else. I've got a sort of super special thing in the stash. Now, I'm not going to show you exactly what it is. There's still going to be some intrigue there, and I'm going to do it as a mystery review in a couple of weeks' time. But you might have got a gist of what it could have been. Apparently Aldi's version of egg and spoons are popular in Easter since Cadbury discontinued theirs. Have they discontinued them, have they? Yeah, I thought so. I did see these in Aldi. I didn't get them, basically. Just because I thought I've got to... Well, maybe I should have got them, really. I don't know. One of those, I've got to draw the line somewhere, you know, and I've got two M&S products to get published. I've already reviewed them, two Easter ones from M&S. I've got 2 more eggs to get done. I've got the 3 lint bunnies to get done as well. I don't know, yeah. I mean, I did go into Aldi actually to look for the eggs. None of the eggs struck me as anything interesting this year, to be honest with you. You know, the reviews have been pretty good, but this year, I mean, they weren't bad or anything. You know, they were still interesting, but they weren't interesting enough for me to prioritise them over the ones I've already got, really. So, yeah, as I say, I can't review everything, especially these days when I'm dieting, that's for sure. But I've got such a backlog as well. Ridiculous, really. But yeah, let me know if you get them, Andrew. Let me know, and maybe I might try and squeeze them in. You never know. But I mean, I've got to draw the line somewhere. Now, the third for the members ones, by the way, we didn't do the 1-star chili, did we? So yes, kicking sour cream flavour. Now again, I'm sure I've done sour cream, spicy sour cream. I don't know whether it was Pringles or not. You know, they all do the same flavours, don't they? You know, I'm not sure. What was it? I don't know. I'm sure I've done a spicy one. I don't think it was Pringles, but hot and spicy. I've done Pringles hot and spicy flavour. I'm just trying to think. Sour cream. Let's have a look. Sour cream. Let's see. I'm sure let's have a look. Spicy sour cream. Doritos Stacks is a sour cream one. Seabrook sour cream, bacon and chive. M&S sour cream and jalapeno. No, I don't know. Oh, I'm not sure. I feel like I've done anyway. I'm sure I've done some kind of cheese and chive, or I don't know. I don't know really what to search for. I'm sure I've done it though. I'm sure maybe I haven't. I don't know. Hang on, I've just put some random thing in there. I'll just have a look for sour. Let's see sour. Come on, sour. I don't know. Doritos Stacks again. Blah 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 blah. Well, I can't see. Maybe I was thinking of Seabrook sour cream one. Anyway, whatever it is. I'm sure I've done a spicy. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's something similar, but not quite sour cream. I don't know. What's the one that sounds like sour cream? I know I did a dill pickle one. Maybe that was what I'm thinking of. But I'm sure it was more of a cheese and chive. It could have been cheese and chive. Let's have a look. No, that's again. Well, that's that sour cream, bacon and chive one I did. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I've done others that are similar, I'm sure. But there we go. There we are. So that's got the 3 spice ones there. I mean, they sound, as I say, I was sure I'd done them all before, really, but I hadn't. So I've not done any of them. So that's interesting. But I swear I've done some kind of spicy sour cream one before, but I don't know. Yeah, it's not appearing on the search anyway. So who knows? Maybe unless I never published it, who knows? Maybe it's one of those. But anyway. There we go. Something along those lines does exist somewhere on the channel that may or may not be quite similar. I found these actually as well. I mean, it was a bit random. I think someone basically, you know, and sometimes you get people who just put things in somewhere else because they don't want them anymore, and well, you know, some kids pick them. And I don't normally pick those things up because people have been messing with them. But anyway, I saw this one. I thought, you know what, I'm not going to be able to find where it is in the supermarket, so I just picked it up because it was in some other area. So biscuits with chocolate flavour filling. I know it's probably in maybe the foreign food sections, maybe. Hello Panda, there we go. So they look quite nice, don't you, these ones? I feel like I've seen these before or done something with them before. They seem quite familiar, but nonetheless, there we go. So try and get those reviewed at some point. One of those where these ones kind of don't really stand out too dramatically. I can't imagine there's a massive demand for me reviewing these ones. But nonetheless, they look interesting, so why not? Now, I found these ones as well. I know Alan might not be a big fan of these because based on his feedback from previous ones. Made in the UK, apparently. Lemon meringue choc nibbles. Limited edition desserts. There we go. So these ones are funny. There's been a few of these now, and I think I've reviewed most of them. Fruits of real milk chocolate, biscuit, caramel, and coated with icing sugar. They're very strange, these. I don't know. They did a bar version where these were in solid chocolate bar form, and I really enjoyed it actually. You know, I think Alan said he wasn't a big fan. But what's the company that make these are called now? What are they called? Let's see. Visit McNibbles or Choc Nibbles, McNibbles, chocnibbles.co.uk. Okay, more knobbly nibbles. There we go. So, all right, there we are. So I don't know who they are again. McNibbles, McNobbles, Choc Nibbles, Choc Nobbles. You can email Bert as well. There's literally a guy called Bert on email address. There you go. Get in touch with him. All right. Maybe it's short for Roberto. It could be her. You never know. Or whoever they are. Anyway, get in touch with them. There we go. It says something else there. Sweet dreams. It says. All right. We're here to help. Okay, so there we go. So I got those. Got those as well. Look quite interesting. I feel like I've reviewed these before, but nonetheless, I think Skittles seems to be quite popular on the channel. I think a lot of US viewers quite like Skittles. And let's have a look. Have I done these before? Skittles. I think I've done these before. Maybe I did them last year actually. So I think I've done these before. But anyway, I got them again. So there we go. So I probably won't review these. Well, because I've already done them. Well, Skittles desserts. There we go. Look at interesting sets. Hopefully, yeah, they've still got lemon in. They always can't resist putting like a lemon flavouring, can they? Choc orange cake, blueberry tart, cherry cheesecake. What's that say? Slurp strawberry. Oh, slurpberry. But it said okay, yeah, strawberry. All right, there we go. So a few of them there. Yeah, they put it on Twitter recently saying, "Hi, our Cadbury Dairy Milk and Egg and Spoon carton discontinued to affect our fans' changing taste buds." As in, no one bought them. I guess is the thing is, well, there's probably a plastic issue with those, probably with the spoons and things. I mean, they did. They were okay, weren't they? But they weren't. For me, they were just too much like other things. They were too. I guess they were quite a good. They were quite a fun product. But I felt like they were very much like a Milka product, weren't they? Really, I'm sure they were Milka rebrand, weren't they? You know, they just felt that way. You know, they were all right. You know, but yeah, I never felt inclined to get them again. They just tasted a bit like. Well, there was an Oreo one, wasn't there? They were the typical things. Oreo ones, this one, that one. They all were just very similar. Interesting that the orange one in chocolate orange flavour, not just orange. I know this is it. Well, basically, it's just it. Well, exactly. I'm trying to remember what I said. It does ring bells now. I think I mentioned that there was maybe a slight orangey taste to it, but overall, I feel like I was a bit disappointed with these. Yeah, but anyway, I can't quite recall. But here we go. Speaking of, well, maybe not quite speaking of interesting flavours, but nonetheless of interesting flavours, got these round cheese random. So another one's in the ice cream range that seems to be going around at the moment. I guess Nestle do own round cheese, don't they, I believe? So, yes, they do. So Nestle have done quite a few ice cream malarkeys lately. Ice to meet you. Paul Bear with a hat. I guess it's a hat, a woolly hat. So there we are. Yep. So interesting one. Not sure. Is it just a load of ice cream ones? I think it's just isn't it? I think it's probably not as exciting as it looks. I think it's literally just packed full of these ice cream thingy bobs. But nonetheless, that's what we got. So I got those anyway. I thought because there's a few other ice cream ones at the moment, maybe I'll get them reviewed. Yeah, stuff like that. So might do an ice cream playlist or something like that that doesn't have ice creams and ice cream sweets flavours or something like that. So interesting one there, interesting one. Now, I don't know if I reviewed these. Now, of course, I reviewed things that are very similar to them. But the Roundtree's, well, not Roundtree's, the Cadbury's Dairy Milk Mega Buttons. Obviously, I've reviewed similar things and Dairy Milk and buttons and things like this, but nonetheless, not sure they've done the Mega Buttons. So, did get these. Well, I wasn't going to get them, but I got something else that's very similar in a bit, and I thought, you know what, I'll get them both. Interestingly, it's quite a big. There's a lot. It feels very hefty. You could almost knock someone out with this. 192 grams. It's a very it's a hefty bag. This, hefty. You know, it did feel quite noticeably heavy. Obviously, still half full, of course. You know, but there we are. Hello, Shuri. Good to see you. How's things going for you today? Yeah, how are you doing? How's the Transformer situation? And how's yes, how's well, I was going to say the chocolate situation, but obviously you still got Cadbury's flake and stuff, as you mentioned, so now you got to go gluten free. But yeah, how's it going? Hopefully everything's all right. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you. But yes, the one I did see from before, I don't think these have been out before that I saw anyway. But yes, the new Cadbury white buttons, mega buttons. Yeah, so got these. Well, this is what made me. I thought, I'll just get the other ones as well while I'm at it. Yes, there we go, and double them. Maybe I'll do a double review. Maybe I'll do that, and I can double them up then, can't I? Maybe. Could do a versus. Yes, the white ones versus the milk chocolate ones. Yep, so there we go. Yeah, interesting. Mega buttons, simple yet beautifully effective. I know this is it, really. This is it. Yeah, they are very nice, aren't they, Alan? I mean, I was thinking as well. well, to be honest with you, I was going to say, do you still get just regular buttons? But I did see a big pack of them when I was getting these, actually, like a giant pack. But usually they were like the giant buttons, weren't there? But I didn't see them, so I don't know if they've got rid of them. We just got regular buttons again. They've brought those back. I don't know. But yeah, very nice indeed. Yeah, very nice indeed. Yes. Although obviously the diamond ones, I imagine might be the better ones, but there we go. They're basically bigger than giant buttons, not quite as big as the Yorkie buttons used to get. Yeah, I remember those ones. Yeah, those Yorkie ones. Are those similar to the ones in size you can still get in M&S? I know they do giant buttons, don't they? I'm not sure if they're how big they compare. But there we go. Yeah, I know giant buttons, mega buttons. What can they do next? Ridiculous buttons, outrageous buttons, fantabulous buttons. Well, mega. What's after mega? Is it? Well, it's kilo or kilo. I guess it's before mega, isn't it? Mega, giga. I guess it'd be giga buttons, won't it? So, mega, kilometer, mega, megameter, is it? And then gigameter, perhaps, I don't know. We get gigabyte, yeah, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, don't you? But I know you get megameters. See that in I don't know if anyone's into computer games. Have you ever played Elite Dangerous? When it's measuring things when you're at a distance, tells you in megameters at one point. So that's how I know that's a thing. So I'm assuming gigameters is something as well. But of course, maybe that sort of scale people just talk about give it other names maybe. Just woke up from a nap. I see. Goodness me. Well, I know what you mean. Getting old, sure. That's what it is. You're getting old. Yeah, I'm guilty of this as well at the moment. Give me 5 minutes and I'll sit down and then before you know it, you're falling asleep. Yeah, it's one of those. But never mind. At least hopefully you'll be awake for the rest of the night. So that's good. Yeah, I mean, I suppose those are huge. They're like the old Yorkie ones. Can you not get these Yorkie ones then anymore? I think that rings a bell that they've gone. Certainly don't see them. The problem with, I'll say this chocolate challenge was, sometimes the normal things, you can just sort of be, if you've already reviewed it, you just ignore it. I'm kind of looking for new stuff generally. So rarely get to eat things I've already reviewed, because, and it's bizarre actually. And again, I've mentioned this a few times on the channel. You sort of, people ask, is there enough things to review? And it's unbelievable that there's, never mind running out of things. I haven't got enough time to review all the stuff there is. It's ridiculous. Which is bizarre, isn't it, really? You don't think there's that many, but there's always something, Yorkie buttons. Yeah, I can't remember. What did I? I don't know if I ever reviewed Yorkie buttons, Let's have a look. May as well. Let's have a check. I don't think I did. Yorkie. I've reviewed. Yeah, I've done quite a few Yorkie reviews, but not Yorkie buttons. Yeah, those ones passed me by, unfortunately. Don't know why that was, but yeah, shame, really, shame. I mean, the only thing with Yorkie buttons is, well, I guess they do tick the box, don't they? What I was going to say is Yorkies themselves, well, they're not the biggest bars ever, are they? But they're quite chunky. I was just thinking, if you wanted that Yorkie hit, would you just get the bar? I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm talking rubbish there, but yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, my sleep is awful at the moment. Struggling to get through the day without crashing into a night. I know I had this problem not too long ago, actually, sure, but I was just not sleeping at the right time. I was so tired during the day, and I was falling asleep in the evening till about 12 or 1 o'clock. Then I couldn't sleep, so I was, just then basically just falling through this cycle. Yeah, so nightmare. You get basically what happens, or what's tends to happen with me at least, is you end up just going around, getting to the point where you just you just go to bed early, and basically, I think just one weekend you'll essentially just go to bed not quite late enough for it to be too late, but not quite early enough for you to sort of wake up at too early a time. So basically, you wake up at like 3 in the morning or something, and it just gradually sorts itself out. But it takes a bit of time. Yeah, they did the Yorkie chunks for a while. Oh yes, I do remember those. Yes, I did, but again, didn't review them. I don't think. Which was a bag of chunks. Basically, they've gone to have the buttons. Yeah, shame that, really, shame. Yeah, I don't know. They still do the biscuit, don't they? The Yorkie biscuit, which isn't too bad. Yeah, I was going to say they're a bit similar to the regular Yorkies, but then buttons are quite similar and all this and the other, and the Cadbury still do them. So, bit of a shame that. But Nestle seem to definitely be gradually, slowly, quietly discontinuing a lot of products, don't they? I mean, yeah, I don't know. Some of them are some more noticeably gone than others, like I say, Caramax, things like this. Obviously people are quite big into those. But yeah, I don't know. But do you remember those? I think they're going to be on look back in a week or two. Those Wowsums, remember them? Those terrible nonsenses they did that were a bit like Vice Versa's but worse. Have you seen the Dairy Milk and More bars that Iceland and B&M are now doing? Oh, Dairy Milk and More. No, I don't think. I think they might be imports like slices, etc. All right, I don't think I've seen those. I might have to Oh, well, I need to. Well, basically, no. Oh, hang on. Don't look more. I don't think I have. No, I don't think I have. I'll have to look out for it. I did go and B&M. When was it? This week. But I didn't see anything new. Well, I did see a couple of things, but not really anything of note. But Iceland, yeah, Iceland's just quite a bit out of the way sometimes for me. It's a bit of a pain to get to. So, well, not quite a pain, but I don't know. Yeah, but I'll keep an eye out. Hopefully, they'll get them in B&M. It's easy for me to see. When you know they're getting rid of breakaways, they said they were getting rid of Yorkie biscuits. Oh, did they? That does ring bells then. I think, yeah, because I knew there was something else. I thought it was animal bars as well, but Yorkie biscuits as well. They're quite good Yorkie biscuits. They're not. Originally, when I first reviewed them, I think I thought about them. I thought they were too similar to the chocolate bar, but I don't think they are really. I'm sure there's actual biscuits in there. Yeah, then they're certainly getting rid of a lot of things, aren't they, Nestle? I don't know what's going on there at all. They're really, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, though, they have released some interesting things. They've done those ice cream Neapolitan Aero thing with Bob's Melts, and what was the other one they did? Some other ice cream antic, didn't they? But it wasn't very good. I can't remember what it was now. But yeah. So they are at least trying some new things, but they're still not that exciting. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Iceland Food Warehouse. I've got import chocolate sections now. You can usually get a few Australian. Yeah, I need to check it out. So I did go in. Well, it was about a couple of months ago because I heard about this. I didn't see anything in my local Iceland anyway, so I might try again. But Food Warehouse, I don't think I've unless that's is that basically Iceland but under a different name, a bit like Heron Foods and B&M are. I'm not, but I'm not. Yeah, I need to. Well, I've never seen a Food Warehouse, but I'll have to keep trying Iceland. Hopefully, yeah, see one with this new section in. Nestle gets rid of Carmack, Animal Bars, Yorkie Biscuits and Breakaways this year, and it's only March. Yeah, I know. I mean, Animal Bars, to be honest with you, I never really had those. I don't know why. They're just something that passed me by, I think. Yeah, so they're never really. There's not something I'm, reminiscent of. I don't think Have I even ever had one? I don't know. I might have had one. I think I've sure got one to review in the stash somewhere. I had one in the past to review, but I don't think I ever did review it. But anyway, yeah. So then they don't really, yeah. Animal Bars ones that just passed me by. I think I don't know why that was. Interesting one. I think they're just straight chocolate, aren't they? Really. Speaking of similarly sort of possible things, maybe not quite, but sort of a spurious segue. But there we go. Galaxy Counters brownies. There we go. So I think I reviewed the Maltese one or Kit Kat ones or M&M's ones. I don't know if I ever published them, but I've got it reviewed in the backlog. It's got these Counters ones. Clearly, it's probably just Galaxy from name only because some companies got the got the rights to the names. When you actually said that, there's Mars Wrigley on the back, so yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Well, I don't think there are actually Galaxy counters on them. If you can see slightly there, there's certainly. I'm quite sure they're smaller than regular ones, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see. So that's something to to review. Happy Saturday, hi there, Joe. How's it going? Yes, just say hello. Hope you're doing well. I'm not doing too bad at all. Yeah, good to see you. Yes, not doing too bad. How's things for you going, Joe? How's things going for you? Hope it's going well. Yeah, so only a couple more things. Now I did. I don't know if you saw. What was it? I think it was in. It must have been Look Back last week. I did those Barney Duo bars. But anyway, I was in where it was, Supermarket Asda or somewhere. I did have the Duo bars, but I did see these other ones. These Barney Milk ones. I thought it's soft baked bears. It says with a hidden filling. So there we go. So yeah, I thought I'd get these ones, these milky ones. 5 single packs, perfect for adventures. It says. All right, going surfing. Okay, they look quite interesting, don't they? So yeah, 60% less saturated fat than what? I don't know. Who knows? Some related products, it'll probably say. But there we go. Yeah, so we got. What does it say? Compared to the average UK market of sweet children's biscuits and soft cakes. All right. There's a bee flying around there. I thought the bee had bounced off his head then, but there we go. Interesting. Yeah, so quite interesting these ones. Got some kind of game on the back as well. Yeah. So quite nice, these ones, I think. I'd say I was quite impressed with those Duo bars that they did. I must say they were very, but I don't know if you can still get them. Food Warehouse is Iceland, but the shops are huge. It's basically the name they put on their superstores. Okay. They've got huge freezers. You can buy stuff in bulk too. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I wonder if I've seen one. Just never thought about it. I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye out. Maybe. I remember when you mentioned Wilco, I think a while back. I thought I'd never seen one, but then I noticed one that I'd driven past every day. I think. I think I've driven past anyway. Also, it was there somewhere I went quite frequently. Uh, hmm, Frequented quite frequently. I frequented, yeah. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. Food warehouse. Very interesting. I remember when I was younger, there was used to. I don't know if Iceland existed. Maybe it didn't. But it was certainly a time where there certainly wasn't as many supermarkets as there is today. And I remember there was like a freezer shop at the local store parade area, or whatever. I remember going there, and it was just a section full of freeze. We called it the freezer shop. I don't know what it was called. It wasn't like an Iceland or anything. Just but it closed down. I think it was replaced with a video shop. But I do remember that. I do remember that back in the day. Yeah, so interesting that. But yeah, then of course you did get things like Iceland. Quick Save arrived at some point. That's gone now, isn't it? Quick Save. But Iceland appeared as the sort of the frozen food place. Surprisingly, the place didn't become an Iceland. That was ideal for it, I think. Although it was, it was probably quite small. In fact, it was probably all right. It was probably big enough, I guess, but it would have been relatively one of the smaller Icelands, I think. But yes, I got the chocolate one as well. So the milk one and chocolate one. Now it would be good, wouldn't it, to have the duo one, milk and chocolate. But there we go. So we'll see what this was like. Basically, I think the head of the bear doesn't have any filling in, but the rest of it does. I think there's two sort of sections of filling, basically. The lower half, the middle, but I don't think the top has. So we'll find it out. But anyway, it's got another puzzle on the back. So it's a different one as well, which is quite interesting. So at least made some effort. Normally just do the same ones, don't they? But all right, nice. It still has that claim as well. 60% less saturated fats, and 2 more calories in this one. But that's very nice. You can see look at that. What I like as well. Look at this. The way that the bear is reversed, so it's like a vanilla bear with sort of dark brown paws, whereas this one's a chocolate bear with milky paws, I guess. Yeah, so, so that's quite good, isn't it? So you can actually, well, I guess it's good so you can tell the difference, but again, it's more effort. I am actually, this one here, Perfect for Adventures again. This one is riding a bike. Obviously, it's right in the mud there, I guess. So it reflects the chocolate. This one is surfing on milk. I feel I quite enjoy those little touches that they made a bit of an effort to change the things on the back, the packaging, the colours. Because if you imagine it was just something like Club or something, it's just orange or green or whatever to reflect it. But this one, they've made a bit of an effort, and even the bears are different. So I quite like that. It's quite nice. I tried the Galaxy Counters brownies ages ago. I did have them ages ago myself. Well, I don't know if it was ages ago. I had them some time ago myself. But basically, I think I'd bought them and they were already out of date or something like that. I thought I can't. And then by the time I came back to them, it was like a week or two later. The brownies were nice and soft, but the cream was just very sweet white cream, which stuck into the pack. Didn't taste the Galaxy Encounters, and the counters were tiny. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I imagine it won't be anything like Galaxy. Mars have done this before. We did those. What were those stupid things they did? Triple treats. We had a Bounty, a Snickers, a Mars, and a Galaxy one. Basically, the Galaxy was just worse than all the others. It was literally objectively worse. It wasn't like I had Galaxy. It just had whatever the others had, but minus the bits that made them Bounty, Mars, or Snickers. Peanuts, caramel bits for Mars, whatever it was, and coconut. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not expecting much, but obviously in this case they do have something that looks relatively like Galaxy Counters. I think I reviewed the was it not Maltese? I think it was the M&M's one, I think. Well, I feel like I did review a Malteser's one as well. That could be misremembering that. But I definitely have an M&M's one in the backlog somewhere. I remember it being okay. I think that's the gist of it. I think they're alright, But yeah, I don't think they're going to blow your socks off. That's probably what we'll say in the review. Now, I do get these. Well, I've got some other strawberries and cream Bailey stuff. I don't know where they're getting these strawberries. They must have a strawberry flavour chocolate coffee liqueur out or something. But anyway, chocolate twists. Lights of crispy wafers covered in chocolate and filled with strawberry ganache. Infused with Bailey's original Irish cream liqueur. Alright, so they do have, apparently got Bailey's in there. What does it say there? New. Your favourite liqueur, new. With a twist. Alright, with a twirl? Have a twist or a twirl? With a twist it says, alright. I guess it's a chocolate twist, okay. So apparently it's got Bailey's in. Let's see, does it say? There you go. This product contains alcohol less than 0.5%, not suitable for children. It's got drink aware, there you go. So yep, don't drink and drive, don't eat these and drive. Or eat and drive, I guess. There you go, don't eat and drive, that's a new one. Yeah, so there we are. So, very nice, I think they look pretty good, these ones. Usually these were sort of, I've seen them cropping up a bit more. Usually if you went into like Home Bargains or, Home Bargains really, maybe not even B&M. Well, maybe in B&M a bit, you just get these old grouse chocolates and I don't know, all these other alcoholic ones, Guinness chocolates and things. You don't really see anywhere else, but randomly or just in thinking. And basically, the Bailey's one seems to just be always there, but they've popped out a bit more now. You do see them in a bit more places, so that's interesting. Yeah, interesting one. All right, so that's pretty much it. But I've got one last special thing. Now, I'm only going to allude to it. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but yeah. Now, we obviously did have the address label on it, so I've ripped that off a bit. So there's a bit of sort of damage to the box. But this is going to be the the special exclusive. Well, not exclusive. It's special review. It might be exclusive, but it's not that I know of. And certainly I've not been paid anything for it. Yes, this special review is going to take place on the Easter weekend, probably the Saturday, I imagine. So quite looking forward to that. But obviously, watch this space. So 2 weeks time, 2 weeks today. Hopefully it'll still be in date then, but there we are. But anyway, yes, it's Melt London. So thanks, Alan, for putting me onto this. Obviously, you don't know what it is in here. But let's just say it wasn't cheap. Let's just say it wasn't cheap. So it's one of these special, you can see, London's most luxurious. So it is a UK product, as you probably would imagine it would be anyway. But unfortunately not a Manchester one, but there we go. But I did get it from the website. So should be an interesting one. Let's just say it like that. Let's just say, yes. So it's a massive box. There's no weight on it. There we go. So yeah, but it's sealed and everything. It came in the post like this, so it's sealed at the bottom. Just checking there's no address details on it. I don't think there is, luckily. Yeah, but yeah, look at that. So it's pretty big. There we go. You can see the run down the side. So there we are. So thanks, Alan, for putting me on to Melt. So yes, but just what it is, well, we have to wait and see. But that's the big Easter exclusive. So I'm not going for Hotel Chocolate this year, Chocolate or whatever it's called. Did have loads of brochures from them. They gave me they were offering discounts just because not because it's me, just because they just do. But they were just so I just felt I'd reviewed most of them. They were just so similar. And to be honest with you, I was almost tempted. I know there was another. I think it was Friars. I think Alan mentioned. They had like a good set of eggs as well, but the ones I really thought were actually the more interesting ones rather than the bigger ones generally. Like even with the Hotel Chocolat as well, or chocolate, or whatever. But they're sort of the cheaper ones, still about £18-20 or something. But they had like eggs that had like a filling in, which is a bit more interesting. But not really good for a review. For a live review, because you just, unless you got 3 of them, just review them too quickly really. So this one a bit interesting. I'm really not a fan of alcohol in food. Yeah, I'm not a bigger fan, Shuri. I must say, I'm not a big drinker, really, to be honest with you. But I think these Bailey's ones are not too bad. It's not really, they've got a slight touch of it in. They're not that bad. But I know what you mean. I'm not really a fan of these wine, champagne, truffles you get and things like this. Looks intriguing. Yeah, it does look good one, Alan. Yes, so yeah, you might be able to wait. Well, there's a few it could be. Let's put it that way. But I don't think you'll know exactly what it is. I'll probably put a silhouette or something on the actual review. I'll probably change it later to actually show the review. And I did buy it with my own money. I've not been sponsored by them or anything, any way, shape or form. They don't know that I'm going to review this. So we'll see. Looking forward to it. It's certainly going to be, it's going to be a big one, I think. That's for sure. Such a fancy box for a chocolate item. Well, it wasn't cheap, sure. It was not cheap at all. Imagine, it wasn't cheap. Imagine the price and double it. I think that's probably what it would be. Remember back in the day, yes, when you could get the Ruby Kicker Easter egg. So I pick up it today, and I wish I'd tried it. Yeah, but Ruby chocolate never really took off. Don't think I'm lying to that. I think it just was a bit boring, wasn't it? It was I know Tesco still do that, or they did do. Maybe they've stopped them now, but they did do it for some time. I think it was a triple chocolate, quadruple chocolate cookie that had ruby chocolate in. But yeah, it was just basically like strawberry or raspberry flavoured white chocolate, wasn't it? So it was never that interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know Tesco pushed it quite a bit. They had it in a few products. They had some ice creams and biscuits and things. But yeah, but I don't think, did I ever try the ruby chocolate Easter egg, Kit Kat Easter egg? I remember seeing it. But I don't think I got it in the end. I probably would have got it had it been this year, but I think back then I wasn't reviewing many Easter eggs. I think I didn't review, other than the special ones, many Easter eggs because they were just so time consuming and expensive. You had to buy quite a lot of them, and not cheap. I'm loving your recent Easter egg reviews. Hope they get in the hits for you. Yeah, well, thank you, Alan. Thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying them. Yeah, thank you. I was just saying before, I'm going to review this today. Yes, the Incredible Egg. I've got a couple of M&S, not Easter egg reviews, but some Easter product reviews. But yeah, I'm reviewing this soon, so I'm very excited. So Andrew was mentioning it, and I just happened to have it. It's got mixed fruit pieces and marshmallow in the shell, so I'm excited for this. See something there. So it's the incredible one. There are a few other incredible eggs that look quite interesting, but this looked to be the most interesting. I think it's like a Yorkie one. I don't know what other one. There's another one, but basically this one looked the most fun, I think. But yeah, thanks, Anne. Yeah, I think well, basically, long story short is, my videos get quite a good click-through rate. Quite high, sort of 5-6% sometimes, maybe 3 to 6%, let's just say, which is pretty good, I believe. But nonetheless, if YouTube only shows it to 100 people or something, and 5%, well, it'd be more than that, but let's just whatever it is, So yeah, I think the problem is just YouTube just doesn't show my videos that much. I just don't get that big exposure really on YouTube. There's not much I could do about it other than I could change the title. Basically, I think if it was, I don't know. If it was like 20 years ago when they could advertise, I mean, I realise I'm not saying they should do this, and I realise why they don't do it, but when they could get away with advertising to kids, and stuff like that, I'm sure they would just throw all these, at people that they like, children or whatever. Probably get loads of. I mean, to be honest with you though, having said all that, kids are not really my target demographic, are they? My videos are not. They're long-winded, I talk about things, I measure stuff, there's not, so even then maybe it wouldn't work. But what I was trying to say, even on a different tangent, if it was still back in the day where they just had a different algorithm and things, even though perhaps not quite in that respect, because I think, as I say, the target audience for me, I think if it was more, if the way they sort of fed content at people was more of the same, rather than related stuff that they use now, using lots of sort of, I don't know, AI learning and stuff like that to do it, rather than just, oh, here's a new video about the guy you watched last time. I think it would. I think I'll probably get more, but as I say, they just don't do that anymore. And I think the fact that my videos are not like documentary style ones, which are quite popular these days, and they're not quite silly ones like Mr. Beast, where I'm just doing silly things and. And as I say, that guy who rate my take or whatever, he goes out on the road and stuff. Just ones, I don't know. There's just it's not quirky enough, I don't think. And to be honest with you, I don't know. We've said this before, haven't we? I could change my videos and make them 5 minutes long or something, and just have them really quick and quick fire stuff. But it's just not what I want to do. I don't want to do that really. And even then, it might not work. There's lots of reasons why it might not happen. So I don't know. So it could be one day they flip a switch and the algorithm completely changes. But as I say, because of the click-through rate and things, I feel like it. That is quite high really. So. 5% is quite a good click-through rate, I believe. Obviously 100% would be great, but I think a realistic one. But obviously, 5% of 100, is still 5, so you know what I mean. If it was 1 million, then obviously, but as I say, I can't control who YouTube shows my videos to. So yeah. There we go. Anyway, we've mentioned this before. Have you seen those Hotel Chocolate sandwich Easter eggs? Yes, I have. They look quite interesting. I've never bought them. Basically because, just like I was saying before, sure, like some of them are quite good, but they're just too expensive to justify, really, because I don't get enough from it, I don't think. I don't know, maybe I'll ruin one day, I don't know, but sometimes I like to, if I'm getting something expensive, I like to make a bit more, have a bit more of an occasion about it, and I don't feel they're quite... I don't know, I'd like to do it one day. Maybe at some point I'll do them, maybe. I was very tempted to do their sort of, still expensive, but not quite as expensive as their sort of half and half eggs ones. But again, I just thought there's other eggs that are cheaper and still as interesting. So, but yeah, they do look quite good though. So I do quite like the look of them. And so they've got like a little triangle, don't they, with some kind of egg on them or something. Yeah, I think I know what it is, but I'll stay silent till the video. Yes, well, could be a good surprise. Well, basically, I think there's probably 1 or 2 or 3 things it could be, really, if you perhaps look on the website. But you never know. Well, who knows? Maybe it could be more. Maybe I've given away too much. We'll see. Actually, having said that, I did try Ruby Chocolate McFlurry at McDonald's a few weeks back. So maybe they still made some Ruby Kit Kats. But discontinued them, actually. Not seen for ages. Yeah. Interesting. Yes, I'm not... Yeah, I don't know. You don't see it very much, do you? As you say, it's never really took off. I just think companies just don't really take many risks. Basically, they just don't really do anything that risky. They just reflavor things. As we've seen, they just basically add a flavor to stuff most of the time, or a coloring. They just don't really make. They don't really go out that far. I don't think they don't make that much of an effort these days. Yeah, so I think that doesn't help for sure. But a lot of the taste was from the raspberry sauce. I think ruby chocolate tastes a bit raspberry. White chocolate, anyway, though, or some sort of berry. Well, exactly. That's what I was saying before. That was basically the problem with it. It just tasted like other products that have done, raspberry flavored white chocolate or whatever, which wasn't, which aren't readily available, I guess. But nonetheless, there's still things that have happened, and it didn't taste anything too dramatically different, unfortunately. So yeah. But it was interesting. I'm glad it happened. Glad it existed. But yeah, I don't know. Just didn't seem to happen, did it? Yeah, shame. There's a crazy Fortran Mason's hand painted egg for £100. That's 20 quid per 100 grams. Yeah, that's goodness me, very expensive. That is expensive, that's for sure. Goodness me, hand painted. Well, yeah. I mean, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to have a look into that. There were some. I mean, yeah, there are. There was some interesting ones. I can't remember what the website was, but it was some website that seemed to be selling other people's stuff, a bit like Etsy, but for chocolate products, I think. And he was selling quite a few interesting looking eggs. Actually, I was almost tempted to get some of those, to be honest with you. But they lacked. They just weren't quite. They was a bit like the ones I was saying before, where they're quite nice, but they don't have. There's not enough about them to make it worth spending the time on it, basically. But yeah, there's just plenty of things as well. So we'll see. Here's a Ruby Kit Kat McFlurry, not just a Ruby Chocolate McFlurry. But it was only a few weeks ago. Yeah, interesting that. A few weeks ago. Yeah. So I've not been to McDonald's for ages, to be honest with you. I must say, I do like McDonald's. I am a big fan, but I haven't been for a while. As I'm basically dieting, so I can't. Yeah, I've not been anywhere near anywhere like that before. But interesting that they've done it then. Yeah, interesting. Just goes to show. Well, if they're doing a McFlurry Ruby Kit Kat one, it does imply that they're still around. So, interesting that. Interesting. Ruby Kit Kat McFlurry. Yeah, I'd say I would have been with you there, Andrew, saying that they disappeared, but Ruby Kit Kat. Let's have a look. Yeah, it does seem to be about very strange. Yeah, what's going on here? Oh, sorry, it's gone. But no, it said it's gone. I think I went on Google and clicked on it. It says sorry, it's gone, but not forgotten. So I don't think you can get it anymore. Yes, it's a shame. But they got the cream egg ones and stuff like that, of course. Truffle Bunny Galaxy one as well, apparently. But the cream egg McFlurry one, yeah, it's disappeared. That's a shame. Yeah, only about it was quite recently as well, as you say. I quite like McFlurries actually. They are quite nice, but generally, it's one of those where it's just the difference almost always is just like a few sprinkles on top, isn't it? But like you said, there was strawberry sauce in it, so. Okay, Calabar apparently brought the first Ruby chocolate in 2017 after starting product development in 2004. Not entirely sure that it was the best usage of it. 13 years, which is unique at least. I say 13 years, goodness me. Yeah, I wonder why it took so long to. Yeah, strange that. 13 years. Yeah, goodness me. Maybe they were just trying to find. Maybe it was quite difficult to use or something like that. I don't know, but interesting. 13 years it took to get something out. That is a long time. Long time that. And doesn't sound like it was worth it either. That certainly has disappeared. I certainly don't hear about it anymore. I'm sure maybe in some high-end places you might see it. But like you say, Ruby Kit Kat McFlurry was out recently. That's a surprise at that. I must say, very surprised. So it was as if that Kit Kat had been and gone, because it was a good 4 or 5 years ago that came out now, wasn't it? Well, it was probably. Well, I don't know if it was 2017, but it certainly wasn't long after that. Maybe 2018. Maybe 19. Don't know. Well, in fact, we can have a look when I reviewed it. When did I review it? Let's have a look. Ruby. 2018, I reviewed it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so yeah. Sounds about right. Interesting. 5 years. I'll say, you certainly don't see Ruby Kit Kats anymore, do you? Interesting. I never tried any Ruby chocolate. Yeah, it's not terrible, Shori, but basically just imagine strawberry or raspberry flavoured white chocolate, and that's pretty much what it tastes like. I think it's naturally, I'm assuming it's naturally pink and this, that and the other. I don't know exactly what it is now, I can't remember, I'm sure, but it's an interesting one all the same. Worth trying if you see it, but it never really took off, despite a furore about it when it first appeared. But yeah, so it was just, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the fact that, I don't know really. I think people just like generally just like the chocolate to be chocolate. It's like when you like, you know, the most sort of best-selling crisps are just quite bland ones generally, aren't they? You know what I mean? It's just that kind of thing, I think. You know, so it's just not enough demand for it, I guess. I need a McFlurries after McDonald's because they end up putting far too much salt on everything. I say, could this be? Yeah, I never add extra salt myself to anything. I don't know if they. Well, I thought they still added salt to the fries, but I don't know if they do anymore. But yeah, I do love McDonald's. I must say, I'm a massive fan. I love takeaway food. I love it, but I just can't tend to have it, really. Especially now, as I say. Maybe when I've lost my weight, I'll have a celebratory takeaway, something like that. But yeah. I do love McDonald's so much. Yeah, I do love it. I love Domino's as well. Ben Jo's ice cream. Yeah. Ah, dear. Ah, getting hungry now. Well, I'm gonna review this in a second anyway. So we'll see. Okay, you can see on the back as well what the egg looks like. So interesting. So yes, so we'll give this a review. Get that done, and then maybe I'll have I don't know. We'll see. Not sure. Maybe I'll have some tea to fill me up so I don't eat all the sweets. But right, guys, there we go. It brings us to the end of episode 100 of Stash Watch. Hope you enjoyed it. Great to see you all again. Great to see you, Andrew. Good to see you, Shuri, and Alan as well, of course, and Jiao. Anyone else who's watching? Hope you're having a great weekend. Yeah, and also watch this space for basically the special Easter special. It's going to come. Well, it will be 2 weeks today, I think. Is the gist of it. But keep an eye out just in case. And also there'll be some more Easter products coming out this week. I say I'm going to try and get the M&S reviews out there for a couple of their interesting products. And this Roundtree's Incredible Egg will be out this week as well as a review, and have some other stuff as well. So yes, I'll say I'm doing about 2-3 reviews a week at the moment. One of them is a member review generally. Still quite a lot, and then the live review as well. So about 4 videos a week, so still pretty good. Used to do a bit more reviews a week, but it's just time at the moment. Difficult to fit it all in, but still doing good, I think. Hopefully you're still enjoying it. Thank you as always, sir. Take it easy, everyone. And you too, sure, you too. Yes, have a good one yourself. Great to see you. And I hope you have a lovely day. Have a wonderful evening. Keep the Fab Easter reviews coming off. Thanks so much, Alan. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed them. Will do. Check out my Lindor Sorticam one if you've not seen that already. Bit of a shocking one, that one, to be honest with you. Bit of a shocker. Let's put it that way. All right, take care, everyone. Have a good day. Thanks so much again. I'm not ignoring you if I've gone before I replied to your comments. Just the fact that there is a bit of, basically it takes about 12 seconds or something like that for the comments to come through for me to reply and this and the other. It's there's some kind of turnaround time. What's the word? Lead time, is it? Something like that? I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I'm not ignoring you, so I do apologise if I miss anything. It's just I've gone before it's arrived, basically. All right, take care, guys. See you soon. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for your support. Massively appreciated. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. See ya.